Well, Ian Henderson's fantastic form, as a few Irish journalists wondering whether he can oust Peter O'Mahony from Ireland's blindside spot. Another command performance from the Ulsterman would aid the World Cup prospect, but more importantly would give Ulster an edge today in an area where they simply must prevail.
Here's Keighley again, and he's there again. Going into the weekend, only Dan Biggar had more points this season in this competition than Ian Keighley, and he's got 9 more. I think he's happy with the way he's striking the ball, but it doesn't matter if they go over and you're 3 from 3. Pienaar to Dyack, man who's replaced Wilson. There's Tui and Best again. Henderson, he'll certainly straighten things up. Oh, it's a lovely pass on to Tommy Bowe. Tommy Bowe's going to get away, they're going to score, not just a penalty, but a try just before half-time. And this crowd at their backs now, Ulster will suddenly feel anything is possible.
The footage I've seen is pretty clear, okay? You've come in, you've led with the head, you've been careless, you've been reckless, and with the leading with the head, you make contact with their player's head, and that is a red card offence. So off you go, please. No! Fight back,
There's still a game to win or lose here, and Ulster have got to try and remember that amidst all of this atmosphere and noise, which, in a funny sort of way, just playing into Munster's hands. They have control of the ball, they have control of the feeling within the ground as well, and they might have control of the scoreboard here. If they score to finish with Keith Earls, they have. Earls goes over. Glasgow already on 70, Ospreys already on 70, so Ulster would still be reliant on others, but it would put them in a much better position, and as you say, would deny Munster from being in a really, really good position. Here's McCloskey. McCloskey going to use his strength here. Again, O'Mahony tries to get over that ball. Just couldn't. Payne, nearly there.
Hands away, Red!
It's not quite inches, but it nearly is. Pienaar. Jackson. Here it is! It's little Marshall who's running in the corner. The standing winger. But it's going to be a tough kick. No doubt about that. And the crowd will tell us. We knew very early on, and so did he. What a strike from Jackson. It might not get Ulster a home semi-final. They will go into the final weekend of the regular season as the disadvantaged one, but they do hold on to their unbeaten record here in Belfast. And what a game they've set up against Glasgow next weekend. Ospreys already on 70, Glasgow on 70, now Munster on 70 as well.
Let's tell you about the rugby that we have for you coming up this weekend. We don't actually know what the match will be in the final round of this year's Guinness Pro12 regular season, but we do know once again we're on air from 2:30 in our regular slot on Sky Sports 1. Details to be announced during the week. But we do know that Super Rugby will be back on Friday morning as well. Blues against the Bulls from 8:30 on 2. Same channel at 20 to 11. It's the Rebels' trip to the Reds. Arguably the game of Super Rugby so far this season. Top of the log Canes against the Chiefs from 8:30. That's on Sky Sports 2 for you on Saturday morning. Day 1 of the London leg of this year's HSBC Sevens World Series. The final event, of course, in the race to Rio will be up and running from 8:30 on Sky Sports 5 for you. And Super Rugby continues on Saturday morning with the Tars, the champions, welcoming the Sharks from 10:40. Elsewhere, Grenoble take on Toulouse on Saturday afternoon. That's from 1:35 by the interactive service on Sky Sports 5. Lions Brumbies from 4:05, and the Cheetahs Highlanders match will be available for you from 6:10. Both of those on the interactive service as well. London Finals Day starts Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, Sky Sports 3. And what a game for you in the top 14 on Sunday night. A repeat of this year's Champions Cup final as Clermont look to get revenge over Toulon. That's from 7:30 for you on Sky Sports 2.